good morning. I hope you're having a good day so far today. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to be getting up to today yet, for both the video and just for what I'm going to be doing, honestly. I have no idea. I was thinking about planting my pumpkins into the bigger bucket like the tomatoes and the pepper plants are in. I don't know if I'm going to do that yet because they're still kind of smaller than I thought that they were. Also, it's a lot colder today than I was expecting it to be, so that's kind of really disappointing. I don't know what's going on there. It's gonna warm up, but like last night and this morning, it's quite chilly, which is very interesting. But yeah, as for what I'm getting up to today, I don't know. I'm also kind of thinking about bringing my dill plant outside, by the way, because it's not seeming very happy. So I'm gonna put it in the window and see if it prefers the sunlight over the plant light. And if it does, I might have to bring the little one outside because it's just like, it's not standing up very well all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on there. I want to keep it inside because I want to have some dill inside and outside, but it's been healthier. I don't know what's going on there. It started tipping over last week. Maybe I just need to harvest some from it, but it seems small still, so I don't feel like that's a problem. But anyway, we will figure out what I'm going to be getting up to later on today. Right now, I just wanted to say good morning, and I hope you're having a good day so far today, and I'll see you in a second with whatever I end up doing today. This is the dill that I was talking about this morning, a couple of seconds ago for you, but this morning for me. But I wanted to show you what's going on because, as you can see, the little one is extremely healthy. Like, maybe I just need to harvest it or something. I'm not entirely sure what's happening, but they like can't hold themselves up. It's so strange. They have plenty of water, they don't have too much water either, and they're like growing new little dill sprouts from the center of the plant, so they have new leaves starting. It's just they keep falling over, and I don't know if this is normal or they need more sunlight, less sunlight. I have no idea, so that's why I was thinking about bringing them outside. I really don't want to, though. They also smell so good. So yeah, I don't want to bring them out, but I was wondering, like, do you know what's happening here? Because I have absolutely no idea. In case you're wondering how I'm keeping them somewhat standing up, I have them leaning against the wall, and it seems to be helping at least a little bit keep them, you know, upright. So yeah, I don't know if they're supposed to fall over like that. It doesn't seem like it is, but that's why I'm thinking about bringing them outside, but they're healthy otherwise, so I don't want to. It's cold out here. I'm not going to spend much time, but I'm going to get the little pumpkins into the bucket like this one, so that way they'll be able to hold on to some more water, because it's gonna get pretty warm this week and I want to make sure that they have enough. But they're still pretty tiny, so I'm kind of nervous about moving them. I'm not going to add much soil to them just in case, but yeah, let's get them into the bucket. And the birds are being very loud, so hopefully you can hear them today. The rocks are basically like a drain because the buckets obviously don't have one. Alright, little pumpkin plants, you ready? They actually have quite a few roots. Not quite big enough to make it out of the bucket yet, but they will be soon. There you go, little ones. Now you're ready for the warmer weather. Yay! Good job, little pumpkins. I don't think this is going to spin much, but there we go. Pumpkins are officially in their new home. I hope that they do well in here. They should do better than in their tiny container, that's for sure. But yeah, we shall see. I'll add some more soil again, like in a day or so once they get settled. But for right now, I don't want to like put too much because they're used to such a small container. But good job, little pumpkins. That should help when the weather warms up here in a day or two. Alrighty, it is finally time to get started crocheting, and we are making a little granny square today. The blanket is actually over here. Hang on. But it is finally time to get started crocheting. I crocheted the first round already because that one needs a little bit more concentration from me than just the making the entire granny square. But I am very nervous but very excited about those pumpkin plants. The main reason why I did it is because we're going to be getting summer temperatures here this weekend, the end of the week. So they definitely needed to be out of their smaller container and be able to have more soil to be able to just hold on to more water, like I said. So I'm very nervous that they're gonna get a little bit stressed out from it because I just brought them outside and they do have a little bit of sunburn, but I'm hoping because they have so many new leaves that are also growing that they're gonna be okay. I don't know though, it's just, you know, they're probably gonna be fine and I'm worrying about nothing, but it is how I am. But yeah, I'm very excited because they are officially in their containers that they're gonna spend their season in, and hopefully we'll be able to get a blue pumpkin this year. It definitely looks very likely because they keep trying to grow flowers and I don't want them to grow pumpkin flowers yet because they're still so small. They need to focus on their root system still. So I keep having to remove like every other day pretty much. They are starting to grow a little pumpkin flower, which is really impressive honestly, and I'm hoping that that means that we will be able to get a pumpkin from them easily. And there are 2 plants as well, so I have 2 chances, and of course if the plant doesn't make it, I can always start some fresh seeds. I have more of them. I just would rather not because, you know, these guys have been through a lot and they're doing so well, so I want them to grow well. But yeah, the garden is, I guess, officially complete and ready for the season now, which is amazing. I have everything planted where it's gonna spend the entire season. The pumpkins, the dill, the maple tree, and all of the tomatoes are out there, and the garden is, yeah, it's actually doing really well. I'm kind of very impressed and surprised at how well it's doing because at this point, if you watched the videos last year, you will see the difference in the tomato plants because these are technically propagations that are from the same tomato plant that I had last year, which is really cool. But those plants, they were not doing very well at this point. Same with the bell peppers. I did not have any of those at this point last year, I don't think. I think I just got those later on in the season, like midsummer, if I remember correctly, but I don't know for sure on that. Maybe I started with some pepper plants. But I don't think so. But the point is, I'm also really impressed that those guys are also doing so well because those are from seeds from the actual like bell pepper fruits that I grew last year. I'm very hopeful, and it's looking likely that we're gonna be able to have quite a few peppers this year, which is gonna be absolutely amazing because I seriously only got like 4 last year, which was kind of really disappointing. And with the tomatoes, I think I might be able to harvest 1 or 2 of them this week. I don't know for sure, but it's definitely looking like the tomatoes out there are getting very close to being able to be harvested. At least 2 of them. Again, not many, but they're already starting to be ready. I definitely did not have any tomatoes at this point last year from outside. I did inside, just not outside. But besides getting the little pumpkin plants in their permanent container for the season, also ran a few errands today, and I got that's not a good idea, hang on. Bringing the granny square over wasn't a good idea, but this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I'm just showing you what I use because it works well for my plants. Like I showed you a couple days ago, this is the plant food that I use, and it's pretty much almost out, and I've had it for a little over a year. I don't know how long exactly, but I've had it for a little over a year, and I finally needed new, so I got the same brand, but they changed the packaging, which is really interesting. That's how long that I've had this, and I wanted to show you because I think it's funny. But I got that today, and just a couple little other things done today, and besides that, it was a fairly normal day. It was nice that it's nice and sunny today, but it's honestly a little bit colder than I thought that it was gonna be. It's a nice temperature, like it's not cold or anything. You can still feel the sunshine and everything, but in the shade it's a little bit cold, but in the sunshine it feels really nice. And back to the pumpkin plants again. I know that the little pinwheel is a little bit too far in the bucket currently. It's gonna be staying with those pumpkins throughout the season, but as I add more soil to the bucket, it will, you know, get a little bit higher, so it will start
start to be a pinwheel again and move with the wind. So I realize that it's too low right now and it's probably not going to work properly at the moment, but it will soon again. The reason why I put the pumpkins so far down in the bucket is because I'm going to slowly kind of bury their vine, I guess would be the best way to say it. So like the vine that currently has leaves on it, as more leaves grow, I'm going to cover that with soil so that way they will be able to grow roots out of that vine and they will be hopefully very, very healthy that way. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work because, again, never done anything like this before. I'm just trying. I do that with my pothos, all three of those guys on the shelves, and then I have one over here that's propagated from those guys. Whenever they're starting to get very like viney, I kind of tuck. That's why they don't look like they're that big. They are very full because of it though, but whenever their vines start to get a bit long, I just kind of tuck them underneath the soil and they're super healthy because of it. And I'm kind of thinking that it will work the same with the pumpkin plants. I'm not entirely sure, but it's a hope, so we're gonna try. Also, crocheting with this band-aid on my finger is very annoying. Knitting was fine, but crocheting is a little bit difficult, which is very interesting. So it's taking me a little bit longer to get this done today. Still not long, but a little bit longer than normal. Because of yesterday, I know that you won't be able to hear it, but the little I always call it a pigeon because that's more fun to say, but the mourning dove, I believe is what it's actually called. That little one is making those noises again today and I am enjoying it so much, but unfortunately it's too far away for you to hear. I learned yesterday, so I am so sorry about that, but hopefully maybe it'll come closer one day and you'll be able to hear it, but it's making those noises again today and I love it so much. Also, I am on the last round here, so I'm just finishing this real quick and then I'll show you what the little square looks like. Alright, we finished it. Just need to cut the yarn and tie the knot. But we finished a little granny square today. And I'm gonna put it on the blanket. I'm not gonna pick the blanket up today because I think you can see it pretty well down there and I just showed you it yesterday, but I'm gonna add it to, I think, the top corner right here. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video today. So I hope you enjoyed it, and way more importantly, I hope you enjoy your day today no matter what you're doing. If it's a lot or a little, it doesn't matter. I just hope you have a good day. And as for me tomorrow, I, once again, do not know what I'm gonna be getting up to tomorrow because I'm not even like, I don't need to plant the pumpkins. I don't need to really, I don't know what I'm going to be getting up to, so we will figure it out tomorrow. But as for today, again, just thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your day to spend with me. I truly hope you know how much I am just, yeah, I'm just very grateful. So thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow with the next video. Bye. I'll see you later.